All right. Looks like I'm live. It was giving me a short error. See if we can get it going live here. All right. There we go. All right. So it looks like we're live on both Facebook and YouTube. Welcome to the Gentlemen of Crypto, episode 284. Today is Tuesday, November 13th, the day after Veterans Day, or some people celebrate on Sunday, but the day after Veterans Day, Monday. Shout out to all our veterans. Give it a second while people coming in on Facebook. A few people here on YouTube. Watch them come on in. I know people are, getting back to work. Some people are, still hungover from the day before. Let a few more people come on in. Hey, what's going on, Milto? The game IP, what's going on, people? Let a few more people come in. I know people moving slow after Veterans Day. People having cookouts, hanging out on the beach, whatnot. Hey, what's going on, man? Everybody on Facebook, I got it sideways, so it's all good. But yeah, hopefully everybody had fun yesterday for Veterans Day. Had some fun at the beach, or if you cook out, if you were with family. Shout out to our veterans. Shout out to King. He's not here today. He's a veteran, of course, so definitely celebrate that. I want to start off the show saying shout out to Tour de Crypto. They actually had their final party last night in Huntington Beach. Didn't make it out there. It was a 3-hour round trip. It's been kind of crazy in LA with the fires, a lot of traffic, and a lot of stuff going on. So couldn't make it out there last night. However, we'll be celebrating once King comes back to the show this week. On their behalf. Hopefully you donated to their good cause, to HAWC, the Houston Women's Shelter. Hopefully you donated to their cause of crypto. These guys rode cross country from New York to LA, came all the way out here. One guy actually hurt his leg, messed him up for a few months, but like I said, kept on at it, came on out here. So shout out to Tour de Crypto, shout out to Blake and all of them. Hey, what's going on? Tessa, Ball and Chain, Shannon Allen, what's going on? Calvin Washington. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, definitely want to get that started. Shout out to them. But our first news story of the day, unfortunately, well, fortunately for some people, but the Bitcoin Cash Civil War, it will not stop. It's still going on this whole weekend. We've seen it go from, a war of words with Craig Wright and Roger Ver, onto a war of people who won't update the software, to people who will do a pretentious fork. And basically what that means is they'll split the network on purpose. But now we have a networking war where basically Craig Wright has come out and shown that he has a majority of the hash power on the network, and he could potentially 51% attack the other the other side of the network. So you have two sides. You have the ABC Bitcoin Cash, and you have SV. These are just miners who are arguing over block size, which is crazy because, this is what bear markets do to people. People start arguing over a coin that is worthless in most other people's opinion. But among the small group of people, this is, pretty big. But this civil war has continued into miners, where basically if you can have most of the hash power, which they control at least 73% of it, they can basically 51% attack the other network and shut it down, spam it with all types of transactions that have nothing in it. And then you can shut down the other side, which is weird in crypto. I mean, I know it's a free market. I know you can do what you want, but it's kind of weird. If your coin is good enough, it should just be good enough on its own. You shouldn't have to spam other people. So that's one of the funniest things about this whole civil war. And if you know Craig Wright, he's not one of those people who backs down easily. He's definitely, come out and stated a lot of, We've covered plenty of Craig Wright and Roger Ver going back and forth, but he stated a lot of funny things about other people via Twitter, via Medium posts. It doesn't matter. In his opinion, he believes he has the Satoshi's vision. He calls himself Satoshi. We all know that's not true, but for some reason, this coin is actually trading at $115. The SV version, the ABC version is at $415. Both of these coins seem pretty worthless to me right now, outside of the big money behind it pushing it. So if you're watching this now and you don't really know what's going on with the Bitcoin Cash Civil War, don't worry about it. It's not really worth your time, but it is good to know the players in this market that do things like this so you can protect yourself later. That's why we cover them, because we keep receipts. We make sure we remember everybody in the space that's doing something crazy in crypto or some scammer type thing. These are just coins that are just coming out of the blue, people fighting. It's just two people going at each other like this, basically. So Nothing big to think about right now, but you know, definitely want to make sure you keep those names in your head. Craig Wright, Roger Ver, some of the other names that are on there. Don't really want to go through them, but some of the other coders you see around the space that talk about Bitcoin Cash, ABC, and SV, stay far away from them, my people. All my warriors, stay far away. So let's see who else we got. My dude, what's up, man? Yeah, LA, man, got to rep the Dodgers hat. This kind of mic, it's a Yeti mic. Not sure on all the other specifications, but works pretty good. Let's see, S1 Dubs. Yep, this is why BTC is great. You don't have to deal with the personalities of presidents, CEOs, or overseers that could tank the project. Yeah, if it's one of those projects that has a community, you could deal with each other. You don't have one person in charge. If one person wants to try and go against it, everybody can leave, and that person will be left holding a bag of worthless crypto coins. So let's see. Cedric King, is that the same thing China can do with Bitcoin? Not necessarily as far as hash power, because they don't want to shut down their hashing. They don't want to, you know, take it away, simply because that would take billions of dollars out of the economy, honestly. They fake it like they don't want cryptocurrency. They've shut it down. I don't know how many times they fake shut it down in China, but they keep coming out and saying that it's legal for people to use. Don't worry about that, FUD. Let's see. All you have to worry about with BTC is China. So yeah, no big deal. Let's see. Madam Crypto, hey, how you doing? Shout out to everybody on Facebook. I got it sideways on accident, so I can't really see the names right now, but shout out to you all. So second story. Unfortunately, we have some sad news. Hackers demand 6.3 million in Bitcoin from Malaysian media giant. So some ransomware creators have attacked Malaysian media giant Media Prima, BHD, and they are demanding 1,000 Bitcoins, which currently translates to about 6.3 million at current market prices, in order for them to reauthorize access to their own system. So basically, what ransomware is, if it gets into your emails, if you click on it, it gets to your computer. Basically, what they say is pay us this amount and we'll release your files. If not, you won't have anything. So usually IT departments, security people, they try and fix it. They try and find a way around it. They try and figure out who's the people behind it. But it's not looking too good right now. It looks like it's a pretty bad ransomware called SamSam. And it's mostly targeted business enterprises and public bodies. It's actually targeted other people before, and it's been out about 3 years. And, you know, we want to make sure we put this out so people protect themselves from ransomware. Don't click on foreign links. Don't download stuff you don't know what's on there, because phishing, the ransomware is rampant. People, there's so many ways people are trying to steal your Bitcoin. This is one of these ways. Like I said, a lot of people pay tuition because, you know, they've been hacked or they've been hit on an exchange. So definitely want to stay safe out there as people hitting businesses left and right. Let's see. Some of the other high-profile targets we actually discussed was the PGA. We talked about ahead of the golf championship. They actually demanded Bitcoin. That was pretty big before the Ryder Cup, and you know, they declined to pay. That's one of the biggest things that you have to do. That's in my case. When somebody tried to get me, I didn't give them anything. You got to just take the hit on the emails or whatever you have to give up, and then just keep on moving forward. Don't pay these people. They are criminals, and if they want to take your Bitcoin, they'll have to pry your private keys from your cold, dead hands. That's how I think of it. Like, you're just not going to come in and take it just because you slick with a computer. So let's see. Who else we got? Cedric King, is EOS in trouble? The government's thing rubbed people the wrong way a little bit. But one of the things being in the space a long time is, if you can see how bad people used to talk about Litecoin, how bad people talk about Ripple, still talk about Ripple, it doesn't mean that the money that's coming into the space won't affect the price. It still could go up times 10, times 20. However, the bad news is just talk right now. In a bear market, everything is worse than it seems. And in the bull market, everything is better than it seems as well. So it's not in trouble right now. Still an early project. I wouldn't worry too much. Let's see. Shannon Allen just getting the news. Oh, yeah. CryptoCoin, shout out. Getting some stuff ready for that. Absolutely. Updating the website. Definitely moving into markets. So let's see. Next story we have up. Speaking of hacks, we'll go ahead and get it all out the way. North Korea, they've actually been found in a report to hack crypto exchanges, and they actually ran ICOs to raise money. Like we tell people, a lot of these ICOs are just to steal your Ethereum or steal your Bitcoin in lieu of, oh, you can get a 10x or a 20x. But what they don't tell you is the small details. And a lot of these ICOs, for one, they don't get listed on a lot of exchanges. So it may be low liquidity. You'll try and put orders in and nothing will actually process. So it may happen, but it'll be a huge wick and you won't get any of that. So you'll miss out and then lose money later. So that, I mean, it's a number of small things you have to look out for when you look at ICOs. And I'm sure North Korea was behind a good amount of them. They actually stated here, we discovered that North Korea's ruling elite are technologically savvy, use a full range of older and cutting edge computers, phones, and devices, use the internet as a tool for sanction circumvention, and recently shifted to embrace Chinese social networking services over Western ones. So two things here. First thing, if North Korea was that savvy, you know, as far as their tech goes and how great they are as far as hacking, I believe, you know, we should take it as a threat. However, if they're not and they're lying about it, they're just trying to front of how good they are. This wouldn't surprise me because they always say that North Korea is launching missiles and they barely make it out of the parking lot. So, I mean, it's take it at face value, but there are hackers that are working, whether they're Chinese, whether they're North Korean. Sometimes China uses North Korea as the front because everybody can hate on North Korea. Nobody's gonna hate on China because they're too powerful. But you put North Korea out there, so yeah, North Koreans are doing it. Then basically everybody can just hate on them like they have before, but nothing's gonna happen because you're not getting in there. So they do have some extra about the story. Like Iran, North Korea is isolated from the SWIFT network, which you know handles cross-border payments between banks internationally. They cut you off, they sanction you. We just sanctioned Iran, matter of fact. That means your money is not moving through their banks. And if that can't happen, then you're going to have your own personal money, or you're going to have to use something like crypto. The global financial system, which international banks, they utilize to process cross-border payments, consequently has become significantly difficult for North Korea to trade products and conduct business. Of course, I've seen some people that actually got inside of North Korea and seen how it really looks, and they kind of fake the funk. They fake like they have enough food. They fake like it's nice. They take you to certain places. So who knows? I haven't been there. I wouldn't know from experience, but who knows what's actually going on with this. However, stay safe. That is the motto for today's show. Stay safe. Ransomware, hackers going crazy. Make sure you have your private keys locked up. You have two-factor authentication on everything that you use. So moving forward to our last story of the day, Amazon wins a patent for cryptography and distributed data storage solutions. So we don't talk about all the patents that come out simply because there's thousands, because you know, Bank of America, JP Morgan, Walmart, a lot of these big companies are getting blockchain patents, which, you know, they're cool, but it's really just an arms race to capitalize on an idea. However, Amazon was in the news today. They actually picked their two new headquarters for New York and DC. They're supposed to hire 25,000 employees. I don't know if Jeff Bezos is going to hold out on the pay like he has with some of his employees now. We all see, hey, you're making plenty of money, bro. You can pay some people. But with Amazon, them actually opening these new headquarters, hopefully they bring a good amount of jobs. People can work there. But this is a big announcement simply because they bring a whole economy to an area. Wherever they move to, the area around it is going to be nicer. Property value is going to go up. They actually got the $1.5 billion to build it through government subsidies. So, I mean, I have to read more into it, but I mean, we're basically paying taxes for them to build this. So it's kind of one of those things where you want it to win, but you don't really want to have to pay for it if you didn't want to. So it's coming anyway. They got enough money to do it. So, you know, with small change, but in lieu of that, they also, on the cryptography side, the two patents they actually came out with was to protect the integrity of digital signatures and also improving distributed data storage. They actually filed one back in April. So this signature delegation, they basically want to make it possible for you to have one-time use of cryptographic keys. These are the keys like your private and public key, but they will use it for whatever they want to use, it for. And in that case, if they do use it, Amazon will basically have a patent on how signatures are stored. This technology isn't new though. In the cryptocurrency market, there's companies like Filecoin, Sia, Storage, Swarm. You know, they've all attempted to have the same thing, and also with distributed data storage, same thing. They all want to have this idea already in their pocket, already used by their company. But Amazon, they got enough money to streamline the services that they want first in place. And hey, more power to them if they can do it. However, I think cryptocurrency will win out at a certain point simply because in the crypto market, Amazon doesn't want to get in full force. I think if Amazon says, yeah, we accept crypto, or we use some sort of crypto like these companies, yeah, the floodgates will really open and it may make them a lot of money. However, they would have to change a lot of their company. So not saying people are lazy, but it would take a would take a good amount of work. So let's see what we got. Let's see. Cedric King, Barry Silver backs Decentraland has been pumping. I think that's a good coin. Well, I've looked at the project a long time ago when he was talking about Mana. Barry Silver, he's one of those people that if he tweets out something, and you know it's seen as good news, you can take it at face value, like, oh yeah, it's maybe pumping. But if you wasn't in at the beginning, at the bottom level, if you didn't believe in the project, I wouldn't jump on it now. You don't want to, you know, FOMO into it at this point. Maybe wait for it to calm down. People are buying digital land for 100,000. This has crypto kitties written all over it. Honestly, like it's people going crazy, or maybe they use some of that money to garner up the interest, so more people start buying Mana. So it's all types of ways people can make money in this market. One is to drum up interest and make people think they should buy digital land. I checked it out. It wasn't that impressive to me, honestly. May look into it as a low cap option, but we'll see. Let's see. Shannon Allen, Amazon making a cryptocurrency. Yeah, instant mass adoption, worldwide adoption. We're talking about, you know, overnight, maybe 6 figures going simply from speculation standpoint, because you could pay instantly with wallets. So yeah, that would be crazy. Let's see who else we got. Take a few more before I get out of here. Let's see. P-Man Van, what's up, man? I haven't seen you in a while. Malik Howard, what's going on? Decentralized, thanks for joining. Let's see everybody on Facebook that's joining in. Appreciate you as well. So to finish it off, we'll finish with our question of the day to win the free cryptic coins. Our question of the day in regards to the BCash Civil War, ABC, SV. I just want to finish this topic for good. We probably won't talk about this ever again, unless it's something bad happens and it's kind of funny we made, but this is pretty much it. So I want to get your input. Who do you think will win the Civil War? Do you think it'll be Roger Ver's side? Do you think it'll be Craig Wright's side? Do you think they'll both just blow it up and BCash should go away forever? Let us know what you think. Put your cryptic coin address and we'll send those free coins to you. Definitely make sure that you use the Brave browser, use our link, which we put at the bottom of the videos, to download it. Seen a lot of downloads over the weekend. Thank you all for the support. Definitely glad to be one of the Brave publishers on the forefront of that. Tomorrow, we actually have the interview with Crypto Blood. We actually met him out at the conference, World CryptoCon. So glad to have him tomorrow. King will be back. We'll definitely have everybody on. Make sure you tune in for that. Have a great discussion. And let's see. What is it? Craig seems to have to lead. Yeah, Craig is winning right now, but stranger things have happened. So yeah, definitely leave that comment. We'll send those free crypto coins. Thank you all for watching. Have a good one.